Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome to Gift of Healing TV. I'm Sarah Jane. Today, I am delighted to be joined by Suzanne York. Suzanne, thank you so much for joining me today.
Lovely to be here. Thanks, Sarah.
It's my pleasure. And Suzanne's going to be sharing with us sacred waters, sacred scents, and soul alignment, and is going to be sharing a meditation towards the end of the program. So, Suzanne, first I'm going to introduce you with your bio, then we're going to be hearing some more from you. Suzanne has a professional background in health, rehabilitation, and physical well-being, working closely with the body and nervous system. While she deeply values science-based healing, Suzanne became increasingly aware that true well-being also lives in the emotional, energetic, and ancestral layers, the places that are often unseen yet profoundly influential. She also values how linked we are to nature for our well-being, relaxation, and grounding, and the power of essential oils. Suzanne trained in Reiki and has received the 9 rites of Munai-Ki, a sacred Peruvian initiatory process. She has studied both the theory and practical applications of sound healing. And for over 10 years, Suzanne has sat in psychic development circles, which she continues to attend today, including platform mediumship work. Her approach is calm, grounded, and respectful of the nervous system, creating a safe, nurturing space where you can soften, recalibrate, and return to yourself. Suzanne, thank you so much for being here. Please share a little more about you, your experiences, and why this particular topic.
Oh, well, I've always been really passionate about herbal remedies, about using what Mother Earth has given us in everyday life with our ailments, with our mood. So it's something I've always really been passionate about since my early 20s. I studied essential oils and aromatherapy, and they've always been a big part of, since then, they've been a big part of my everyday life with my girls, trying to reduce the amount of chemicals in the home. So it's something that I'm really passionate about and use every day.
And right, it's all right, my mouse. So I can see some of your sort of your sprays behind you, of which I do have a couple, folks.
I didn't pay her to say that.
So I guess because actually we've met. I was at a wellness fair that Suzanne organised at the weekend, so we've definitely met and had conversations. So this is what the sacred waters, the sacred scents, and soul alignment is all about, isn't it? Is your sprays.
Yes, and the power of water, the effects water can have on us as well, and our well-being. Our bodies are, what's it, they say 80% water. So when we're drinking water, it does really affect us. Have you ever read the works of Dr. Emoto, where he had these waters and some vats of water, he was playing taped recordings of negative words. Negative words were being said to the water itself. And then there was other vats of water where positive affirmations were being played to the water. Then once the water was frozen and looked at under a microscope, the water that had been played, the negative words, was actually jagged, asymmetrical, whereas the water that had been played, the positive affirmations, were beautiful, symmetrical, like snowflake shapes. So the effect that negative words and what we hear and what we're around, really does have a massive effect on our health and emotional well-being. The water we drink. You can also use water for manifestation. In the class I went to on manifestation, they said you could put like a word on a piece of paper and then put your glass of water on the top of it. Exactly that. So it's infusing the water with these lovely words, these affirmations. And that's why another reason why some people don't like drinking tap water, because it's not, they say it's not been on the nicest of journeys. So if you can filter it, put crystals around it, and it's just changing the vibration of the water. And that's what I do with the sprays as well. So they are played different binaural beats and hertz frequencies. They're infused with Reiki, and they've got clear crystals in as well to so if I just grab one and I'll show you what I mean. So each spray, so this one is energy clearing aura spray. So each spray's got a different intention in there. So by having the clear quartz in there, it is, promoting that affirmation behind what I'm trying to create with each spray.
And the clear quartz is a crystal that can actually cleanse other crystals, isn't it? If I remember rightly.
Yeah, it amplifies other crystals as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you started talking about the water and I thought, yep, I've got a number of them. And this particular one I held up says love. So, oh yes. And I've got my glass of water sat on another one at the moment, because you can do exactly the same with homeopathic remedies. If you haven't got one to hand, that if you know homeopathy, if you know what you're doing, you can stick that under your glass, and the water can. Obviously, you do better to have the homeopathic remedy, but if you haven't got it, then you can do it with that. So there's so much. Yes, I may not have read the books, but I've been made very aware of, and it's also what energy are we putting into that water when we're holding it, whether it's one of your sort of bottles or whether it's the glass of water. Are we angry when we're holding that water, or are we relaxed? Because our energy will go into that as well.
Yes. So
it's all very well playing all the nice stuff to it, but if you're suddenly feeling really angry, you pick it up. So absolutely, I get it. The energy of the water is, but in some respects, the energies that we put in, you put in, that we can offer to that water can actually make, in spite of the journey it's had through the tap, you can make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can make a difference. And even as an example, like this one's a Viking one. So even the pictures you're putting onto the bottles, the intention of it is going in even via the diagram on the front as well.
Yeah. So it's really important for us to be in a space as well. Because we are so much water.
Yeah, we are. And that's why the moon, the moon affects the tides. And that's why the moon can really affect us as well. Because again, we're water on the tides of the sea. It can affect your mental health. It can affect women and menstruation. It can affect so many things. How we're feeling, releasing, emotions.
And thinking about the seawater, but obviously as clear seawater is meant to be really good for us.
Yes, definitely. Even a short sea dip helps reduce, inflammation in the body. It helps the vagus nerve as well, that fight or flight response, the rest and digest. And even being near the sea helps with negative ions, because when we're near electricity all the time, that actually creates positive ions that cause inflammation in the body. And just being actually in the forest or by the sea releases those negative ions to balance us. We're electrical beings, and it really helps to balance us.
Maybe that's why I love walking in the local woods so much. and living, you live near the New Forest, probably a bit nearer than I do. And we both, I'm guessing you don't live too far from the sea anymore.
No, I can see it out my window just behind the laptop.
So the energies of water are something that's really important in many, many ways. And
grounding, if you're taking your shoes and socks off, whether you're walking through the forest, the sand of the beach, and just paddling in the sea, even that's really grounding for us, connecting with nature.
So tell us a little bit more about your sprays, your aura mists, the energies of the type of thing that you do with them, what you share.
Well, the sprays themselves, actually, when I looked back a while ago, when I'd already made quite a few, they've actually been a part of my own healing journey. And they were channeled with my main guide, who's a witch from the 15th century. And she, was really at one with nature, making natural remedies. And she's played a massive part in these, helping me do this. And so when I first started the sprays, I was doing yoga, and it was when, lockdown happened and COVID, and I was doing a lot of meditation around the chakras. So my first set of sprays were all around unblocking the chakras, really. They all can be used to cleanse the aura and ground and stuff like that. But they were the first ones I started with, really, around, a spiritual sense. I've always made bits and bobs for home, but they were the first spiritual sprays I created with help from my lady. And then they expanded to include one called Divine Feminine. And that's because I had actually been in fight or flight for so long that I felt out of balance. The feminine is all about feeling, isn't it? Whereas the male was about doing and being strong and providing. And being a single mum, mine was completely out of balance. And that's where that one came in to assist me with my own healing when I created the spray with my guide's help. And then there's a self-love spray, which is all about nurture and feeling held, being our own mother in a way that we would, we'd want to be supported and held and nurtured in that way. So the sprays have been quite a part of my own journey. With the clearing and the protection sprays, there was, around COVID, there was a lot of negativity. You'd go out, there was a lot of fear. And that's why I created them, because, you're protecting yourself as you go out, and then cleansing. I was also working in hospitals as well. So there's a lot of negativity there at the time, a lot of fear. So, they've really been part of my, I create them, but I actually live using them. They're part of my day-to-day practice. And I use them in my own treatment rooms to help unblock chakras if someone needs that nurturing scent. Because essential oils are so multi-purpose, aren't they? One of my sprays is uplifting, and it's got bergamot in it, which is very citrusy, so it wakes you up. But actually, bergamot is a mood uplifter as well. So lots of the sprays have oils in that are really multi-purpose. even the Viking spray has got plants in that are antiviral as well. And that's what's so lovely about these oils. They're so multi-purpose as well.
You called it a Viking spray?
Yeah. Do you know what? I love Vikings and I love Iceland, and some of the plants that are used in it are native to Iceland. And you know, I can really relate to the Nordic gods as well. You know, like Thor, the god of thunder, he using thunder, he, you know, shakes away attachments and stuff that's lodged in their aura, allowing you to stand grounded and powerful, and it's taking on the energy of that, you know, courage and power and strength.
So it's really a spray for finding yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Boundaries and standing firm with your own needs.
And that is what is missing for so many people, isn't it? Is finding themselves underneath all the layers of everything that we've been told we should be, we are, etc., etc. And I'm not knocking anybody here. Parents, and I have never been a mother, so, but parents can only do the best they can with the knowledge that they have. With all of us, everything that we do, we can only act on the knowledge we have and make the best decision from that until we learn differently because we've taken an action. And so anything that can support us, sometimes we have to almost physically be involved in making decisions and saying, okay, I am going to change things. But then there are other things like different techniques. Sometimes Reiki can help you let go of something, metamorphic technique, even just a massage can, the techniques themselves can support. But there are times when you have to physically be there, acknowledge a situation. And it's the acknowledgement, I think, that is part of the importance of it, so that you can acknowledge it, you can see it. If necessary, forgive it if you feel that's necessary, to be able to let it go. So, but then I suppose the sprays, like the techniques, can support with that interaction process. Yeah?
Yeah, most definitely. I make them part of my own practice I know I've got the whole range just sitting on there. So day to day I can come in and say, do you know what I just feel like I need? I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling weary. I just feel like I need some support, which I haven't got. I'm going to use a spray and just sit, breathe it into my heart space. And actually the sprays have meditations as well. There are meditations on YouTube. So you can use the sprays, but also use the meditations to tap into whatever aspect of healing that you actually need.
So if you can please let me have, not right now, the link to your YouTube channel, because I think that is something that we should share under the video on YouTube, so that if people want to sort of investigate the sprays and the meditations that go with them, they can do that. We'll share your website anyway here, and I'm taking it there's a link on your website to the YouTube channel as well.
Yes, there is. Yeah, where the sprays are.
Yeah.
What's great about having that is if people haven't got the money to buy the sprays, they can still take part in that aspect of the healing. And if you buy the spray, you've got an extra layer to go with that, you know, as part of the healing. And I'm a real advocate for giving free resources to people as well, because I think it's so important.
Yeah, which is why I do what I do.
Yeah, which is amazing.
So, okay. So thinking about our timings, And this first 20 minutes has really gone fast. Thank you. Folks, if we're going to do the meditation now, if you would like music playing in the background, please go and do that right now. But if you're going to wait and re-watch this on YouTube, then you can have that in place, because you can't pause this. We're live at the moment. You are going to be able to pause if you're watching on YouTube. Suzanne, I'm going to hand over to you.
Lovely. Well, I want you to get cozy in your environment. Just relax. You know, if you want to lay down, sit up, get a blanket. Just take a few moments to get yourself really comfortable so that you can really feel the benefit of this meditation. So I want you to close your eyes. And now just quickly scan your body from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, feeling any tension, and just allowing yourself to relax right now. This is your time, especially for you. There's not anywhere else you need to be. Now I want to bring your attention to your heart. And I want you to think of your heart as a magnet, drawing in all 7 layers of your energy field into your heart, centering yourself, bringing yourself inwards for healing and taking part in this meditation. And now I want you to ground yourself, imagining your red root chakra at the base of your spine, and that roots are coming out of this chakra nice and slowly, traveling down each leg, out of the bottom of your feet and down into the earth. These roots traveling far and wide into Mother Earth, through all different types of rock, sandstone, granite, water, crystals, all through different types of minerals. And some of the roots reach the mother crystal right at the center of the earth. Now wrap your roots around this crystal and imagine in your mind's eye what color this is for you. We all may have a different colour of what we need currently. Whatever colour firstly comes to mind. Now what I want you to do in a moment, we're going to take a lovely deep breath in. And then as we all exhale, we're going to feel this sense of release. We're going to let go of any stress, tension, heavy energies, or energies that don't belong to us. And we're going to do that as we exhale, as if someone has pulled a plug out of a bath. You're going to feel this drain of this heavy energy leaving the top of your head and just draining down out to the bottom of your feet into Mother Earth. Now, Mother Earth is the most powerful transmuter of energies. So we're going to allow her to use these heavy energies for her to repurpose them and recompost. So take a lovely deep breath in. And as you exhale, just feel that release, that energy draining out at the bottom of your feet. And we're going to do that once more. A nice big breath in and release, allowing that tension to drain out of the bottom of your feet. Allowing the breath to come easier, allowing your body to relax even further, allowing your jaw to soften, your brow to soften, Feeling your shoulders relax, your tummy, your hands, just sinking further into the chair or the bed beneath you, feeling heavier, and your mind beginning to slow. And while we're in this space, I want you to set an intention for this meditation. What is it you feel you need currently? Do you need love? Do you need abundance? Energy? Support? Think about what you really need right now and what you would like to materialize, manifest during this meditation. Just take a few moments to think what you would like to call in. And where you are right now, in your mind's eye, I want you to be able to picture a forest. You're standing within a meadow, feeling the warm grass under your feet. There's a lovely breeze, the sun on your skin, and you can smell all the different scents of the flowers around you. And you slowly start to make your way towards the forest, which you can see just in the distance. It's not far. You can hear the birds singing, and you can feel and see nature all around you. This is a really magical place, and you feel safe, and you feel the lovely high vibrational energies in this space, being in nature. And you walk into the forest now. These giant oaks are all around you. They hold wisdom and ancient knowledge, healing and strength. And as you look up, they seem to reach all the way up to the stars. And as you walk through the forest and you pass this huge giant oak, you see a door in the wide trunk of the oak. And with curiosity, you open this door. And what's in there is a shelf of all these different bottles of iridescent celestial waters. So you walk in and shut the oak door behind you because you'd like to see what these are. You know there's something magical, and you feel that they are something that can actually help you on this journey. As you inspect the bottles, you see each one has a different label. Labels such as love, support, good health, abundance. And as you look around inside the oak, you see a label for exactly what you need. So you bring down the bottle and pour it into a glass which is sitting on the side. You pop the bottle back, you take your glass, and you start to walk out the back of the huge oak tree. You see before you a fairy glen, which is just so beautiful and magical. You see the sun beaming through the leaves, leaving a dappled pattern on the floor. There's flowers of every colour, and the smell is just amazing. You see the fairies in amongst the flowers, sitting on the twigs, on branches of the trees. Carrying your glass, you walk towards a pond. And in this pond are flowers of the 7 chakras all around. There's crystals all around the pond as well. And the water of this pond are celestial healing waters. And you gently step down into the pond, slowly feeling the mossy steps underfoot. You sink lower and lower, stepping into the pond. You sit down on a seat, which is a moss-covered rock under the water, covering your shoulders with this lovely, warm, glistening water. The crystals that are all around the sides of this pond glisten, making different colours flicker all over you and into the water itself. This water is to cleanse you and remove anything you no longer need. It's there to cleanse the 7 energy bodies of your auric field. It's there to cleanse and energize your chakras. And while you sit there, you drink from the glass of what you intend to manifest. Slowly drinking this water, you feel this magical sensation all through your body. Warmth and cold, tingling, a feeling of energy just rushing through your body. It feels comforting and it feels healing. And then you take the last drop at the bottom of that glass and just pour it over your head. So these celestial waters are running down the back of your head, over your crown chakra, carrying on this healing with the intention that you decided. And I want you to take a deep breath in this pond, anchoring in this feeling into your heart space, breathing into the heart space. And a lovely, gentle exhale through your mouth. Anchoring in these feelings, these intentions into your physical body. Allowing them to be brought back when we leave the meditation. Anchoring in these feelings of abundance, love, support, opportunities, success, whatever it is you have chosen. And around you, you feel the fairies coming closer, watching with wonder of what is happening. And they have come to bless you, bless your journey in the forest, your journey in this pool of healing and release. And I want you to feel these changes taking place in your body, these sensations, where this healing, this release is taking place. It's leaving space for more positive energy to come in. Positive energy for manifestation. Energy for healing on a physical and energetic level. And then you start to feel something on your skin. And as you look, it's actually rain, very gentle rain. But this is not any normal kind of rain. It's actually, if you can imagine, a rain of rainbows falling all onto your skin. And this rain is healing you at a cellular level. It's reducing inflammation in the body. It's penetrating the skin, traveling through your blood, your bones. It's detoxifying you and healing you all at once. It's high vibrational, so it's raising your vibration to the highest possible vibration your physical vehicle can carry. It's elevating you energetically and emotionally. It's making you feel lighter. The heaviness has left your body while in this pool, while you've been releasing. And now you're feeling much lighter. These lighter energies have got room to be absorbed. And you feel now that it's time to leave this magical pond. Gently standing and carefully stepping up the mossy covered steps. You thank the fairies for their blessings and the energies and nature that is all around you. And you slowly start to make your way back to the large oak tree. Again, feeling the grass underfoot, seeing the animals that live in this magical forest. Walking back into the large oak tree and seeing again the vials of celestial waters. And you place your glass back on the side and leave that there. Grateful of your experience, grateful of what you are manifesting and the healing that has taken place in your body and your energy bodies. And you leave the oak tree at the front of the door, closing it safely behind you, slowly padding to the edge of the forest. Taking one moment to stand against another large oak tree, feeling the strength and the grounding energies grounding you back into Mother Earth. Slowly again walking towards the meadow where you started your journey. And I now want you to start to feel the couch or the chair of where you're sitting, feeling yourself back in your current physical environment in this moment in time, bringing back these energies and the healing that you've received. Completely anchored in your body and in your heart. I want you to smell the smells of your environment. And with the sound of my voice, I want you to start coming back into your physical body. Journeying back now into the place where your physical body is resting. And start to stretch your shoulders, move your hands. Take a nice deep breath in and stretch your arms. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes. And welcome back.
Thank you so much for that. That was lovely.
Thank you.
No, it was lovely, and I hope that people will think about revisiting that, because each time it should be something different. I know I've shared meditations to your healing pool, and so it was a sense of that. But that was very different, because you referred to it as a pond, but it's so out in nature, and so it should be, and that was beautiful. Thank you so very much for that. I know we have got people watching, so if anybody wants to comment, please do. You haven't got to, but if you'd like to, then please do. We'd love to hear from you.
And what's lovely as well is that when you ground into Mother Earth, the crystal that you wrap around can be different every time as well for whatever you need.
Yeah. Now, I don't normally know what the crystal is because I ground twice a day. Because that's just something I feel is necessary for me. And I think, a lot of people could benefit from grounding on a daily basis, if not twice a day.
Well, these energies are pretty wild at the moment, so I'll definitely recommend it.
Yes, absolutely. So we're coming to a close. Is there anything that we haven't touched on that you would like to share?
Is that for me or for the audience?
You.
Oh, me. I'll just open the chat box to see if there's any comments then.
No, that's you.
I suppose, just visit the meditation page on my YouTube. It's completely free, and it's a really nice little resource. There's so many different meditations. They're not just the sprays, but meditations like Discover Your Gifts with Merlin, Healing the Mother Line, Clearing Your Aura. There's just so many. Relaxation, sleep. There's lots of different ones, and I absolutely love letting my mind run right with all these different stories as well. It's good fun. I watched too much Lord of the Rings and things like that as a kid. If that's possible.
Oh, Suzanne, it has been a real pleasure. Thank you so very much. I've just put your website into the chat. If you can email me your YouTube channel, because I will make sure that goes in under the YouTube video as well.
Oh, super. That's fab. Thank you. I will do.
No, because all I would say to folks is, if anything here is spoken to you, please think about exploring Suzanne's website or going to the YouTube channel, because this is what we do, is we share this stuff, and you can connect with her through her website. I'm assuming you've got a contact page on your website.
I do.
If you feel like connecting with Suzanne, do it. We met earlier this year for the first time at a sort of a mind, body, spirit fair. And then we've met in the meantime, and then I was at the fair you organised, and so if you like, I may not have known Suzanne long, but I feel I trust. If the energy feels right, if something resonates, act on it is my suggestion. Emma says, thank you so much for a really interesting webinar and a lovely meditation.
Oh, thank you, Emma.
Thank you, Emma. So please feel free. And so if you are watching on YouTube, do go to the link to Suzanne's website and YouTube channel are there. Suzanne, thank you very much indeed. You take care. Thank you to everybody as well. Very much appreciated.
And one last thing, don't forget, just like what Sarah's done, you can program your water with a bit of paper underneath. Yes. Sarah's got love on hers.
Oh, I've got quite a few different ones. That's just one of them.
Free and simple to do that one.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Next week, We have a today's conversation for you through the eyes of the Jaguar.
Ooh.
And our guest is a lady called Angel Gold. So I hope you'll think about joining us for that. Take care, be safe, stay well. Namaste, sweet souls. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.